Are you waiting for me?
It's been quite a celebration this past year. I'd like to thank all of you for your participation and fun we had. We didn't think you'd probably wear it all that much, so we put a little kicker on it to make sure that
Good afternoon, fellow Lutherans. Our gracious and wondrous and compassionate Lord has truly blessed risen Savior consistently throughout the last 50 years. I've named him after a hamburger, nicknamed him. I think he again deserves a show of our appreciation. Let's hear it for Big Man.
Who's he at?
Review the displays on the table and the walls, historical history of risen Savior that was put together by Lois Caston, and we should give her a big hand. Now, please join me in a word of thanks.
I simply wanted to say thank you. Thank you to the Lord, thank you to this congregation, and that's for those of us who have been here 15 years, those of you who have been here 15 weeks or less, 15 days in some cases, for our charter members who are in the group, and others. I want to say a special word of thank you also to the musicians.
Many regards and greetings from Hannah. Her heart is still here. She's doing great over there. She has a driver's license, a motorbike already. The last email she sent me, she was proud going to a big supermarket, big mall on her own on the bike, on a motorbike, where we went many times on the bicycle. So many greetings from Hannah. She loves you all.
That's just what they need in China, another woman driver.
thank you all for that fine German Lutheran pizza that I just enjoyed. That was beautiful. Thank you for the food and for having me here. On behalf of the saints, I'm doing what my mom told me never to do, which is eat with your mouth full. I'm a hamster here, and you're taking pictures.
We're gonna
On behalf of the saints, the brothers and sisters in the faith at Grace Point, we just want to say thank you once again to our parents. You guys have given us a great start.
We are the result of the mission vision of Pastor Larson. Reverend David Thiele was born in Chicago. I want that to soak in a bit. He's a good guy.
1964, Lucky Charms hit the grocery shelves for the first time. First Mustang rolled off the line in Dearborn, Michigan. Bewitched premiered on ABC. The Rolling Stones, I know there must be some Rolling Stone fans here, right? They produced their first album. Diet Pepsi was first introduced. The Beatles appeared for the first time on the Ed Sullivan Show. The G.I. Joe action figure, yes, appeared. Jeopardy appeared for the first time on television. Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton married for the first time. Arby's opened. Underdog appeared on the TV. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer appeared on the TV. Mary Poppins, My Fair Lady, James Bond film Goldfinger, and the Beatles' Hard Day Night premiered at the movies. Buffalo wings were first made at the Anchor Bar in Buffalo, New York. And Pop-Tarts for the first time. It's a pretty good year, huh? And there was this church called Risen Savior that began in Green Valley. It starts out with prayer. What I was thinking about, but we're not going to do it, but I want you to think about this, is if you were to take your program and turn it over and have a pen in hand, how many people do you think you could write down who live within this community or the communities that you drive from to come here? How many people could you write down who have no inkling of participating in any Christian congregation? And you know they don't go to church. You don't even know if they believe. Maybe they did at one point in time. How many people could you write down? In most groups that I do this with, they write down an average of 7 to 12 names of people. Now, what if you took those 7 to 12 names and began to pray for them daily? What if you made a prayer wall here at Risen Savior where you added all of the names of everybody that was written down, and you would come here 5 minutes early to church? I know, or even, but 5 minutes early, you began to pray for every single one of those names. I can tell you that in churches where people are doing this, people are coming to faith. Everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be known to God. And how many prayers are there for those that we hope would come into the kingdom?
I'm new chairman of the Board of Trustees of Risen Savior.
If you've heard me report on the endowment fund, you know I'm a man of few words. I can attest to a few things David said. The prayer list should be long. You should visit it frequently. And the thing that I found that really works is, Lord, what would you have me say if I was just given one little opening? And the hardest people to witness to are your family, especially your siblings, and I can attest to that. So we're here for a reason.
It's about the people. It's about the hundreds, the thousands of people who have been served by us here, because God does work His good work through us.